My father taught me how to sail. He'd take me out on the water in boats that he bought for a song, in a breeze or a gale. On any day that the weather was warm, he would take me along, just us men, out on the lake. So much that I learned on those days. He'd drink beer and I'd eat cake. Sometimes he'd just sit and gaze. He'd say, son, there are so many things you should know. All the lessons that only time teaches. How to tell when a story has hit a plateau. How to grab when a friend in need reaches. How to lean with the tide when the water rolls in. How to do what a man ought to do. But if there is one lesson you always must prize, it is this: keep your eyes on Lake Michigan. I didn't really understand, so I just nodded my head and I smiled. He smiled too, and when we got back to land, he told me, don't tell your mother the lessons that I tell to you. Just us men should know these truths. I agreed, though mystified. Never spoke them in my youth, but repeated them inside. I said, these are the things that a young man should know. All the lessons that only time teaches. How to tell when a story has hit a plateau. How to grab when a friend in need reaches. But there's one thing that I never learned from my dad. So there's one thing that I never knew. Like a letter that sits in a mailbox unsent. I don't know what he meant by Lake Michigan blue. One night when I was 18, he simply vanished. I found his boat at the dock with a note on the mast, but I didn't read it. I just untied the boat and let it sail into the past. Someday, maybe I'll sail again. I'll go out on the lake in a boat with my own future kid. I don't know quite when, but we'll sit on the water the way that my dad and I did. Just the two of us there on a boat, eating cake right off of the knife. And with my son or daughter, I'll float on the water and unravel the secrets of life. I'll say these are the things that a person should know. All the lessons that only time teaches. How to tell when a story has hit a plateau. How to grab when a friend in need reaches. But there's, unlike my dad, I won't leave it unknown what I mean when I say this to you. I am standing right here, and I won't, and you don't have to fear, and I won't disappear. On Lake Michigan blue.